Hello, all you Earth signs. Welcome to your weekly energy update. And this, of course, is for all my Taurians, your Virgos, your Capricorns, no matter where you have it in your chart. Before we jump in, I just want to let you know that starting this week, rather than having separate videos throughout the month for the new moon and the full moon readings by each zodiac sign, that I'm going to bring those into these monthly updates instead. It is just less videos that you have to watch, and it also will allow that energy just to be all combined with whatever messages the creator wants for the week. I will pull a separate card for each of the zodiac signs for the earth sign, so I'll pull a card for Taurus and Virgo and Capricorn at the end, just for a specific message for your sign as well. This, of course, is going to be for April 3rd through April 10th. These are timeless as well, so if your intuition brought you here outside of that time frame, I would still trust that intuition and listen, because I'm sure there are messages for you. But for this week, we're going to pull a card here from the Earth Magic Oracle cards. This week it's all about the magical love magic from the creator, because every one of the decks I pulled had magic in it. So obviously there is this beautiful magic that's happening. So we'll pull one card here for all of the earth signs, so what the creator wants you to know about this week. So what's the general theme for this week for earth signs, please? Okay, nope, I said none of those. So maybe the theme is patience. No, not that. Okay, there we go. Saved. It's not patience after all. But, well, kind of, right? Stillness. The lake. Beautiful, beautiful green for earth signs. I love it. I'm just going to put that right here. Move that down a little bit. And let's read in what message comes here from lake. So stillness, the subdued pastels of the early morning light quietly announce that the night is over and the sun is rising. The lake itself hasn't awakened from its rest and remains still and undisturbed. It welcomes the coming day, ready to respond with grace and fluidity to whatever currents and movements appear in its belly or upon its skin. The surrounding vegetation thrives from the abundant water near the shoreline, and the unoccupied boat lies in wait for its next passenger. All is at rest in this scene. It's in the deep internal stillness that we find our being and come to know that we are intimately united with all of creation. To achieve this mindset, we must slow down once in a while and get away from the surroundings that interfere and distract our inner tranquility. When we do so, this profound stillness is available at all times, regardless of the environment. We can experience the sensation with steady, conscious breathing, or can simply pause for a few moments and be still. And I'm going to read the other portion here too. But this is so you, isn't it, earth signs? I mean, it's about being able to find this grounding, find this peace and this stillness within the chaos. That's your skill, it's your talent to be able to do that. So this is so perfect for you. It feels like this is a reminder for you that maybe there's been a lot going on, and obviously there has been going on a lot in the world, even heightened over the last, couple weeks, but definitely over the last couple years, if not decade, right? So definitely this is like this reminder of you have this power within you to really connect and have that stillness. It says the tempo of life these days has sped up considerably. Yep, exactly as we were saying. And there seems to be no end to this quickening pace. Immersed as we are in the technological whirlpool, there seems no escape. However, there's no need to be a prisoner to the hurry-up syndrome, nor is there a need to feel trapped by the awareness of the collective intensities that massive numbers of humans are experiencing these days. No matter if the noise is from your environment or your seemingly nonstop thinking, it is critical for you to seek stillness. Find it in your world, whether it is a special place in your home or a place in nature that is far from human-made noise. Of particular importance is finding it inside yourself, which can be made easier by being in a quiet place in a natural setting. Doing so not only relaxes your mind, but also heightens your awareness and senses. And that is so perfect for you, all you earth signs, because this obviously Mother Earth, getting out into Mother Nature, she's calling for you to come visit her and take some deep breaths out from all the chaos that's going on out there. We're also going to pull from the magical forest, which looks like the magical forest there, and just see what else the Creator wants you to know about the stillness for this week. And again, this is still for all of the earth signs together, collectively. Okay. There are your 3 cards. Let's put those over here. So your first card is, is the 8 of Wands. And Wands is energy. It's fire element, right? So it is drive, ambition, inspiration, and this is fast-moving energy. I feel like this represents all this activity that's been coming in. You know, it really represents, it's like I said, activity, energy. There's so much flowing in that it can feel overwhelming. But the 8s, which are great, it's about moving to a new level of energy too. Because I kind of feel like this message brings in whatever we focus on is what grows. And so when we're focusing on the chaos seems to grow and see bigger. But if we focus on nature and breathing and stillness, that grows, that peace grows instead. So I really feel like this message for this week for you with getting out into nature is going to really allow you to connect to that beautiful power that you have within, that you get to choose what you focus on, and then you get to see those things grow. So rather than focusing on what you don't want in your life, because that just saying, I don't want chaos, I don't want chaos, I don't want chaos, I don't want, because we're feeding into chaos. Go peace, 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 love, 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 laughter, 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 joy, joy, joy. Focus on what you do want in your life instead. This is probably a get into nature card. Kind of, Knight of Cups. So cups are, I love that cat. Cups are our emotions, of course. And the Knight is about movement. So there's more movement of emotions that is happening too. But all the Knights have a quest, of course. And it's so fitting that the Knight of Cups is in, the famous quest for the Holy Grail, for the chalice. And what's within that chalice, though, why the Knight wants to pursue it so much, is because it is full of the living waters. It's full of the essence of the love, the unconditional love of the Creator of all things. And so it's perfect that it's right under the heart here, too, that this peace that will come, this movement of emotion does happen when we focus on unconditional love, that stillness and unconditional love I talked about. This is that movement and that change of emotion that'll happen this week as you focus your energy on what you want instead. And it's a good clarity that comes in for you with this, because, and for all of us really, because it is a wonderful message of the reason we're questing for this Holy Grail is because the 3 cups of the external world are not satisfying us. That's external relationships, external situations, circumstances like job, education, social status, those types of things, or physical things like our physical bodies or our possessions, our bank account, because when we drink of those cups, all of that is unstable. People change or pass away. Situations never stay the same, and things break down, deteriorate, are stolen, or burn down, right? So those things are unstable. They don't fulfill us for long, if at all. And that's why we're searching for this unconditional love, because this is what will satisfy us. This is what our soul is truly wanting. So I love that clarity that comes with that on where you focus your energy. If you focus your energy on any of those cups, you're just expanding that emptiness and that disappointment, that dissatisfaction. But when you focus your energy on the higher things, that is what brings you this fulfillment, this stillness, this peace. Yeah. And you have the beautiful Chariot card, which is the power of choice card. You get to determine, no matter what fated event comes into our life, whatever circumstance comes into our life, we get to choose what story we apply to it. We get to choose what emotion we're going to feel around it. And I know when they first told me this message, I was like, it doesn't feel like I'm making a choice. But they just, very lovingly sat me down and explained and showed me my childhood and my life growing up as a teenager and all that. And it's like you are so conditioned growing up on the supposed to's, all these popular opinions on what something is supposed to mean. Like, this is what story you're supposed to put to this situation, and this is what emotion you're supposed to feel going through this situation. And it's so reinforced over and over again that it becomes our habit, and then it becomes our reaction. So we don't feel like we're making a choice because something happens and boom, this is what we think it's supposed to mean. Something happens, boom, this is how we feel about it. But they basically say a lot like the stillness, taking a deep breath, pausing, and then looking at the story that you're applying and going, where did that story come from? Can I change that story? And by golly, you can. Your power of choice, you can choose, rather than it being a difficult situation, that it's a blessing, that life, you kind of transform from life happening to you to life happening for you. And it's like losing your job. Like, oh, we're taught that's horrible. It means you're a failure. It means, oh, what if you can't, get another job? Instead of, I was involved in a toxic relationship with my work, my job, and I wasn't going to leave it because I feared I wouldn't be able to find another relationship with a job, or it can be a personal relationship too. But if you are looking at it with that fearful place, then, that's where all that emotion comes from our conditioning and what we've been told it's supposed to mean. But if you, like you said, you look at it like, I was in a toxic relationship with my job. I wasn't going to leave it, and it was, out of fear. And so they've done me a favor by terminating me, because now I get to go live what I want to do. I get to pursue what I really wanted to go pursue instead. And so we can transform with our power of choice how we look at any situation. But I love the stillness coming in here too, with that taking a deep breath when those fear feelings start to bubble up to the surface. We can change that and take a deep breath. And then once our brain returns back to us, because when we go into fear, we go out of our minds, the blood literally rushes from our brain. So when we calm down, we get our senses back to us, and we can make a new choice if we want to. We come here to experience both sides of that coin, so there's no judgment in that. But just knowing that you get to choose if you want to. Sometimes this makes it easier to keep going through whatever you're going through, because you can choose differently at any moment. So love it. And then, as I said in the beginning, I'm going to pull a card here from the magic of the unicorns for each of you. So Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorns. And let's just see what specific message for each of those signs the Creator has for you for this week. All right, so for our Taurians, what would you like them to know? Okay, there you go. For our Virgos. Okay. And for our Capricorns. Okay, actually 2 for you Cappies. So we'll start off here with the Taurians, and you have oneness. Beautiful card there, and it says, look for the common humanity. Invoke Lemurian light. So I love that oneness. I kind of hear becoming one with nature. So I love that for you. We will also read from the book here, though. Let's see what message comes through. Maybe, if my fingers will work. There we go. So it says, this card's a reminder that we are all part of the divine. In essence, we are one huge entity. Source is an ocean of love, and we are all droplets of it. Each droplet, even when it's on a journey of individual experiences, remains part of the ocean and seeks a way to return to it. When this card shows up for you, your unicorn guidance is to look for the common humanity in everyone. Our breath is our connection to the Creator, the Source, and all humans and animals' breath. Our hearts all beat. We are all born vulnerable. We all look for love and happiness. Whether rich or poor, boss or worker, healthy or sick, we are all source energy seeking to learn. Whatever religion, race, or culture we are experiencing, we are all droplets on our way back to the ocean of love. Hold this in your heart and be compassionate to all. Seek the divine thread that connects us all. Reach out to someone today. A smile, a word, any form of connection with a stranger strengthens the bonds. When you have linked with unicorns and they are working through you, the energy of love is even stronger. This accelerates your own journey back to the Creator, back to Source. Lemurians were a high-frequency force that spread love, light, and healing wherever it was needed. They worked closely with unicorns and absolutely understood oneness. So ask Lemurian and unicorn energy to touch your heart with oneness and see humans worldwide holding hands. So that is beautiful. I love this message of oneness for you because, definitely, Taurians, you're ruled by Venus, and so you are all about the love, love, love. And so this is perfect for you, connecting to that oneness, connecting to that sea of unconditional love, seeing everyone as a droplet of that giant sea, helps you with this stillness too. And obviously this lake, big body of water, being reiterated here too, that we're all droplets of this experience. We all are seeking the same thing, which is love. Everyone, every being here is in search of that love, right? Like we talked about with this Holy Grail search here. And then for you Virgos, you have open your heart. Love yourself, dare to be vulnerable. And 9 is actually the number of the Hermit card in the Major Arcana, which does represent Virgo. So that jumped out. And let's see what message comes for you for this, you Virgos. There are 33 chambers in your heart chakra, all containing lessons of love. Your heart is open to the extent that you have mastered these. A warm and loving heart enfolds other people so that they feel safe and loved, and in return they love you. As your heart opens and you feel free to share your feelings, you also allow yourself to be vulnerable, so people immediately trust you and feel close to you. This card reminds you to be generous and giving of yourself. Your guidance is to breathe into your heart and ask your unicorn to illuminate the center with its horn of diamond light. When it pours pure love into all the chambers of the chakra and lights them up, this dissolves any old hurts or blocks you may still have. Most important of all, appreciate yourself. Be kind to yourself. Feel your heart becoming warm and expansive. Your unicorn is reminding you that when you love and value yourself, any lower emotions dissolve in the glow of your inner worth. I'll say that again. Your unicorn is reminding you that when you love and value yourself, any lower emotions dissolve in the glow of your inner worth. Then you become caring and compassionate towards humans and animals. You radiate unconditional love and acceptance toward all sentient beings, and they respond with kindness. You see the loving essence of others, and your path becomes happier. Opening your heart is the greatest possible way to light up your journey, for an open heart attracts help, kindness, true friendships, and all the support you need from the human, animal, and angelic worlds. Yep, that's perfect. I love that. Yeah, and I'm hearing that you can only love others to the extent that you love yourself. And you can only receive love from others to the extent that you love yourself. So if you love yourself this much, this is as much love as will drip into your heart from other people. And it's also the extent that drip that can come out from your heart to other people. So I love that message there for you. And then Capricorns, you have creative solutions. Squirrel. Love that little heart that it's touching there. And it says, think outside the box. View things from a higher perspective. So I love that kind of, especially coming up on top of this Chariot card. You have your choice. You can see things from the lower perspective of conditional, the fear of losing conditional love, or from the higher perspective of unconditional love. Yeah, and then you have Enlightenment, which says, look from the highest perspective, see the divine in everyone. So again, higher perspective is what is coming in here for you. So you might even go out to mountains and kind of feeling like this nudge if you have mountains nearby, or you want to plan a trip to the mountains somewhere where you can see things from a higher perspective in the physical realm. That sometimes will help you bring that spiritual perspective down too. And they want me to read the number 43 here. Says this card draws your attention to the eagle. It prompts you to soar high like an eagle, see everything from the highest perspective, and be ready to take action in a moment. It also reminds you to be a master and take full responsibility for your life and everything you attract into it. Your unicorn guidance is to rise above any challenges or difficult situations. So rise high, move beyond the mental and emotional into the spiritual. Respond to everything according to the spiritual laws of the universe. This card of enlightenment also calls on you to use discernment and discrimination in all things. Enlightenment is a function of the third eye chakra, which holds 96 lessons in a spiral of chambers. Unicorns are fully enlightened beings, and pure light radiates from their third eye. They use this light to awaken you. Call on your unicorn to touch your third eye with its horn of light and illuminate it. We all go through the veil of amnesia when we incarnate, and your unicorn will help you dissolve any of the 7 veils of illusion that are still in place. ask it to do so. Yeah, so definitely that message of seeing things from that higher perspective, focusing on connecting to the higher places, and really, for all of you, getting into this stillness. When you go out into nature and you take those deep breaths and you focus on unconditional love and joy and peace and laughter, that is the vibration, the frequency at which spirit lives and speaks. They always hear us, even when we're in our chaos and we're blah, blah, blah. They hear us every moment because they can see everything and they hear everything. But for us to hear their messages, we do need to get still. We can raise our vibration to that of unconditional love, joy, peace, and laughter. And in that moment, we can hear more clearly the messages that they're constantly telling us, but we can't hear when that loud, chaotic fear noise is so loud. So I love that. And then lastly, we're going to have more magic here in making magic cards. And these are just going to be the final messages that the Creator has for each of you. So for our Taurians, what's your final message? Okay, I do want you to have 2 there. Our Virgos, there you go. And for our Cappies, okay, there we go. 2, 1, 2. So for our Taurians, you've got the Mystic Star. This is harmony in the home and great friendships. So oneness, again, harmony, all in one. You've got the Triple Moon, embracing all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. Yes, so looking for that commonality, right? That embracing all aspects of yourself and all aspects of everyone else, both the divine and the earthly piece. And then Virgos, another star. You got the Mystic Star and you have the star. The silver energy of the star brings good luck and serendipity. So I love this. The star, just, it's funny because, you know, this reminded me of the major arcana for the Hermit, and the star card reminds me of the major arcana for the star, which is about hope and about bringing, you know, it represents the Aquarian energy, which is bringing in that unconditional love. They're the water bearers. They're the ones that bring this chalice, that bring the unconditional love in. And then Capricorns, you've got time to shine. Create the energetic resonance for golden opportunities. So that power of choice, again, you get to choose where you focus your energy and what grows. And perseverance. And I kind of feel like this final card has been for everyone. And perseverance says the motivation to keep going despite the odds. So with all this chaotic energy and all this activity coming in, they're like, don't give up, just take a break, get away from it all and recharge. So I love that for all of you guys. What a wonderful week coming up here for you. I love that call to nature. And I'm going to leave the reading there. If you are looking for additional messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign and a few of other types of videos. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and be notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click this like button, also click the subscribe button, that gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, if you select all, then you'll be notified of any new videos that come out on this channel. Also, doing those things helps spread the love. Because when you like a video, you share a video, you comment on a video, or you subscribe to a channel, it makes the YouTube algorithm so happy it wants to share the videos of that channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, I am grateful for that. Also, these are general readings. If you are looking for specific information for your specific life, I do currently offer personal readings, and all that information is in the description box below. All right, all of you Earth signs, just know as you're going throughout each and every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things, and of course, I love you too. So have an amazing week. I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon. And until then, you hang in there and you take care.